was actually a pretty good show. I want to say this before I get started. Sami Zayn should have been allowed to come to the Smackdown. Let's be honest here. That ovation he got for him to leave, even though they were pulling a chain, was so strong. Was the most strongest thing next to New Day's 2 matches, and Xavier Wood being honored because he wanted to dedicate that to his grandmother who just recently died. Let's be honest here. Sami Zayn should be on the Smackdown from the very beginning. And this shows how much people want him there. What a waste. Roadblock between him and Braun Strowman is not going to be as great as many people believe it's going to be. Yeah, they can have a pretty good damn match, but does that mean Sami Zayn's going to get anywhere? Nope. Anyway, let's get to the show, which was actually pretty good. No James Ellswood. I don't even bother putting the picture with him. Suppose he got sick, and he's gone for the night. The title chance he has been put on hold. Thank you. Didn't want to deal with him. I don't hate him, but it makes AJ look weak. Now, let's go to the 2 women's matches we got. And I'm going to talk about Becky Lynch and Alundra Bliss. Let's be honest here. We've seen these 2 for quite a while. We really need to get this match over with so they can be separated and do something else. Alexa Bliss needs to go up against Naomi. Naomi! If I hadn't had her face in my face, or at least in the corner while I've been saying her name, I'm an idiot. Andre Corbell did a video on her that she got angry because in a photo shoot that was connected to Total Divas, she was 100% left out. And she got freaking pissed off, and I don't blame her. The only thing she's got going for her right now is Total Divas. And now in Total Divas, I haven't seen a current episode about her trying to get used to becoming a actress. And I'm probably going to check that out. That's the only thing I check on. What Naomi Knight does. And maybe Natalya. Everyone else I don't give a flying frack about. And the only thing she's got going for her where she gets something is this stupid reality show. And they didn't even bother to put on there. Oh, they said it was a mistake. You know what? Naomi for TNA. I said this months ago, wait until 2017. Maybe they'll start doing something with her. Maybe they'll even give her a shot by TLC. No. Nothing. And now they didn't even get her into a photo shoot. Naomi for TNA. I know I haven't said this all the time. I have not been consistent. Because every time I start doing these videos and I start saying this, I get incredibly upset and I mess up the video. So I don't do it every single time. But you guys know how I feel. Naomi Knight, Trinity for 2 deserves better than this. Even if she has to take a freaking pay cut, at least she'll get a freaking title on a promotion. Please, Trinity, go to TNA. I know it's not doing great, but it is the second best promotion in the United States. It just is, no matter how weak it is. At least for now. Unless Lucha Underground takes its spot, which I don't think it's going to do for quite a while yet. This is what we got. But we got a match. We got a count out. And what do we get? We still got the feud between them. And why is Alundra Bliss being a chicken shit heel? She doesn't need to be. I know she walked away saying it's going to be done on my time, but actually getting the count out, I know you could say, well, that's her character. No. She believes that she is the chosen one, that she was genetically bred for this. Kind of like Charlotte. So she doesn't need to do a count out. She should just beat Becky, end the story, and go to the next victim. That's the way it should be. Now, since I am talking about Natalya versus Carmella, because they're trying to do this storyline where Natalya is being accused of, look, we know it's Natalya. If they do make it Carmella, well, it'll make it more interesting. And they'll blame Natalya, but it's actually still Carmella. But it's probably Natalya. But here's the thing. As much as it's something, I'd rather see something else. We've already had this feud between Carmella Calm yourself. Look, as much as I'd rather see Naomi with that title, it's better off that Nikki starts going after the title with Alundra Bliss. Let the situation between I really don't want to do this, to say this. That's why I'm botching it. I want to see Naomi go after Alexa Bliss. But if you're going to make any sense out of the women's title picture, you're going to have to put Nikki Bella there. It's time for her to actually go after the title against Alexa Bliss. It's actually time. It makes no sense doing something with Carmella and Natalya. It really does not make any sense. Now, the Battle Royal for the #1 contenders to go against the Wyatts. I don't know why they're doing the new Wyatt family. It should just say the Wyatts. It's easier that way. The new Wyatt family is dumb. Look, I would have picked someone else than the Hype Bros. I would have picked the Ascension. Why not? A evil team against a bad guy team. The Ascension has done nothing. This would have given them new life if they went up against the Wyatts. It would have actually done something different. But we're doing bad guys versus good guys. Now, I know sometimes bad guy versus bad doesn't always work. But in this case, the Ascension has been working hard to try and make themselves interesting, and they're just not put on TV. And they're not even given many promo segments. Putting them on YouTube is not enough. Putting on Superstars and Main Event is not enough. People don't watch those things all the time. You oversaturated WWE. So when it comes down to it, it would have been something more interesting. I actually think it would be. Now, of course, Rhino got knocked out of the ring by Heath Slater. I did not see the last Talking Smack. Honestly, I don't watch Talking Smack. I do these video reviews right after I do Smackdown live. So I don't always get a chance to see them unless I actually watch. But it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do between these two. Do I think it's going to work out? No. Heath Slater works better when he's playing off of somebody. Let's be honest. As much as I do believe Heath Slater is a great talent, he's better when he's with a partner. So having him go against Rhino again in some situations is not going to be very good. If they get angry at each other, have a fight, but then get back together, it would make better sense. Let's see here. What am I forgetting? Not much was on this show. Honestly, not much. So let's be honest here. The opening of the show with Miz TV was actually pretty good. Having AJ there was pretty good. Then they kind of destroyed it when it came to the Dean Ambrose and the Dolph Ziggler. Then seeing Luke Harper in the beginning of it turned me off. But when it came to the Fatal 4-Way at the end, I was actually interested in seeing how far they're going to let Luke Harper go with this. I felt that Luke Harper did a great job, but I don't believe that it would have worked out if he had won. The only person I think this would have been good for would be The Miz. If The Miz was the one who won the #1 contendership, before the match, he could have dropped the IC title and then go after the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I think that would have been more better than having Dolph Ziggler. And I know a lot of people are going to say, dude, they're letting Dolph have another shot at the title. How many times have they given Dolph a shot in the last July, August, September, October, November, December? It's been 6 to 7 months that Dolph Ziggler has been spotlighted. And yes, he's done better promo segments. And yes, he's done a lot more better talking. And yes, he's done more ring work. But when has the WWE actually let him get what he deserves? He hasn't. He's still exactly where he was before. Given opportunities and then is pulled out from under him because they just want to tease us. Not because Dolph is the most best worker they have. It's just they don't really consider Dolph very viable. If Dolph wins this, fine. I'll eat crow. Because finally they're going to let him have the title. Hopefully he'll run it for a couple of months and not drop it within a couple of weeks. And we'll actually see if the man can actually make something of it. See if he can move merchandise. See if he can bring people into the seats. See if he can get pay-per-views increases. See if what people have been talking about since 2009, if Dolph Ziggler is that great. But to be honest, I don't think it matters anymore. It doesn't matter if he's great or he's not. The WWE has no investment in the man. They keep him around because he's a decent mid-carder that people want to be a main eventer. And because he's a mid-carder and being treated as a main eventer by the fans, they keep him exactly where he is because they think it's better. And it doesn't really matter if he's good or bad or ugly. This is what they stick him every single time. And every time when they do give him a main event, they pull it out from under him every single time. And the crowd still keeps him in the same position. They consider him a main eventer. They treat him like a main eventer, no matter if he's a heel or a face. And the WWE doesn't get it. It doesn't make a difference. So I'm just being honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler is a good talent. He does good promo segment. He has a good physique. He's a very good person in the ring that does a good job. Is he a ring general? He's close to being one. I don't believe he is a 100% ring general, but you could say he's a couple of clicks below that, which is not bad. But if the WWE is not willing to give him the opportunity to show and become a ring general, to be able to sell big amount of merchandise, to be able to bring people into the arenas, to be able to bring in pay-per-view shares, and to increase the shares on the network from USA, then what is the point of caring? But this is just my point of view. You guys tell me below. I hope you enjoyed the Zane view. Please give me a comment below. I'll see if I can do my reality of wrestling tomorrow, but it'll probably come out on Thursday. And I am, if anyone even cares about Ruby, I am going to do Ruby Volume 4, Episode 6. That is coming soon. Hopefully I'll have it before Friday. It's kind of hard to get these things done, particularly if you're not feeling well and you're not in the mood to do it. So, sorry. Have a good day. Have a good night.